Hello, friends. Today is our topic pivot table. So, in this video, we're gonna discuss different aspects of pivot table from basic to advanced level and how one can use the pivot table to help them out in the personal as well as the professional life. So, this video is specific for the students and employees who have recently entered into their professional lives and or professional studies, and they are finding it very difficult to organize or summarize and present a large volume of data into a meaningful and understandable format that their boss or teacher need them to do so. So before jumping into the pivot tables aspect or putting this whole data which you are looking at the screen into a pivot table, we need to make sure some key features of the data. And what are those? So the first and foremost is your data should have a header. For example, in this case, is the header is the row 3. The second thing is there should not be any blank cells, especially for the columns which you needed to analyze. For example, if you are going to analyze the data designation wise or maybe region wise, then this should not be blank at all. The third thing is we need to make sure that there are no merged cells. If the two cells are merged, then again the pivot table will not give you the desired results. And the last thing is the format of the data should be accurate. For example, here we have a joining date and it is based on, if you see here, it's month, date and year format, and if we put date and month here, again it will be problematic. So these four things we need to make sure before putting this whole data into the pivot table. So our data is fine now. Now we'll put it into the pivot table. So we select this whole data and then go to the insert menu, and here we have pivot table. So we'll click on this button and then a window appears which will have different options. Like here we have select or table or range. So we have already selected and that's why the range is appearing over here. But if you want to import the data or table from a different file, maybe Access or Excel file, so you can do so by just selecting this and going into this option and select it, the file. So right now we have the information available here, so I'll just go with this option. And then we have these two options over here, whether you want the pivot table to be appearing into the new worksheet or an existing worksheet. Existing worksheet means the pivot table will appear somewhere here wherever we want, or it will create a new worksheet because we'll need a bigger space, so a new worksheet option would be better. So we'll click this button and then this is the format of the pivot table. So let's say we want to analyze the data by region. So here we have the complete monthly payroll and we want to see the total payroll by region for Dubai, Sharjah and Abu Dhabi. So we'll come over here and we just drag the region and drop it over here in the rows section. So it will have these three sections: Abu Dhabi, Dubai and Sharjah. It will always show alphabetically: Abu Dhabi, Dubai and Sharjah. And we want to see the total payroll, let's say gross pay in each of these regions. Now we'll just drag this and drop it over here in the values function. So we'll have here for Abu Dhabi, Dubai and Sharjah how much is the gross pay. Okay, if you want to further analyze it, let's say for each region how much is the payroll by ranking, so we'll just select it and then drag and drop it over here below the region. If you want to analyze it region and then by ranking, so you see here. So in this way you can analyze. If you want further details like basic pay, so you can just drag and drop everything over here, so it will keep creating columns and show you the data for each of these region and the ranking. So it's that simple. If you want to change the format of the table or pivot table, you can just go to the design menu and then select any existing format, whatever you like. Okay. Further, if you want to remove these buttons which are appearing over here, you can also do so by going to the analyze menu, and then here we have this option. Just uncheck it, and if you want it, just again click it, so it will appear here. Similarly, if you want the data to be presented differently, like here we have region and then below we have ranking. If you want the ranking to be appearing in the next column, then you can do so by going into the report layout option and then select show in outline form. So you see here we have, now in the first column we have region, and then second column we have ranking. We can again go back to the same format, which was compact form, by just clicking this show in compact form. You see, if you want the subtotals to be shown below the ranking, you can also do so by going here into the subtotals function and say show all subtotals at the bottom of the group. So if you see here, now we have Abu Dhabi, then down below we have totals. Okay, so in this way we can modify the report format in whatever format we need, right?